Hey, what's going on, my mumchkins? It is Julius here, and welcome to a double M.O.A.B gameplay on Dome with the MP7, brought to you by C4 Your Door. Thank you so much, man. I love you. You're awesome for letting me use this absolute boss gameplay. So, I also want to point out, thanks to everybody. I don't know what it is, but recently I've been getting a lot of attention. I'm still not. I still don't have that big amount of subscribers that I'm looking for, but I'm starting to get more noticed. And just recently, I was in a lobby, and I want to tell you guys about this. I was in a lobby, and some guy sent me a friend request, and I'm like, oh, I don't even know you. I haven't even talked to you on the mic or anything. And then he sends me a message. He's like, Jolies95. And apparently he's a fan of mine on YouTube. I didn't even know I had a fan on YouTube. He's probably like my only fan, I guess. People that actually would come back and consistently watch me. And for him to know who I am online, and for out of millions of people for us to bump into each other, he's gotta be a good fan of mine, because last time I said my name online was a while ago, because my name online is different than it is on YouTube, which I'm probably going to change during Black Ops 2, because I'm hoping my channel is going to do pretty well during that time. And once it does, it would just help people kind of recognize who I am and stuff. So, yeah, that was just really, really exciting for me to see that he even knew who I was. And I got to play with him for an hour or two, and so that was really cool. I've just been getting a lot of sweet and nice comments from you guys. I played with another subscriber, friend of mine, and he was just saying, I'm so happy to be a mumchkin, and I'm happy, because I think the mumchkin thing is starting to kind of stick with people, and they're like, I'm a mumchkin, just like White Boy. He's like, oh, he's got his goats, I got my mumchkins. It's kind of starting to stick, and I'm excited, because I think things are looking up. I'm hoping to hit over 100 by the end of the year, and you guys can help that cause. So yeah, I think I should get to the topic of the video now, because that was kind of a long thank you, but it wasn't long enough, honestly, because you guys have helped me out so much. But yeah, so I'm gonna get to the topic now. I think personally, I'm gonna talk about things I don't think they have done well. Host migration there, by the way, he gets his first mod there. I think Infinity Ward has almost sometimes carelessly put things together. I guess you could say, like, they haven't really, like, they say they're doing what the fans want, but they're kind of not, I guess you could say. I mean, I feel like that's just almost a lie or an excuse. I think they need to listen to the community more, and they do that. I mean, I think recently they have, I think they're kind of realizing, Black Ops, I mean, I was just watching Earcut's video, and he mentioned, Black Ops is coming out in less than a month, and I'm like, whoa, Modern Warfare 3 went by fast. I mean, I kind of, M.O.A.B was the kind of, there's always the moments of one of the Call of games, and the M.O.A.B was kind of that, but I felt like it never really got to sit with people. Like, it never really sank in, this is Modern Warfare 3. It never really... I love this game, honestly, but I felt like it never sank in, and it didn't get a whole lot of attention. That's just my thoughts. I felt like it never really, grasped my heart in a way that all the other Call of Duties did. And I think Infinity Ward needs to work on that. With the gun, I think, even though there's, a lot of the guns are overpowered, but they'll leave a few out that aren't, and that's what makes the game so unbalanced with the guns, especially. People say that certain guns are overpowered, and they are, but I think it's because other guns weren't made overpowered, and so they're honestly, they may not even be, amazing guns, but when you add weak guns, in a gunfight, it's gonna, the more dominant one, of course, is gonna win. So I think I think they just need to work on gun balances, and that's something Activision has got down really well. I think the only kind of gun that was a little bit, or the only guns that were a little bit cheap in Black Ops were the FAMAS and AK-47. You know, sometimes they didn't really work out super well, but you know, they were normally kind of the Type 95 or the ACR of Modern Warfare 3, or the one-man army noob tubes of Modern Warfare 2. And that's another thing. I don't get why Modern Warfare 2 was so fun. Everybody loved it. That was probably by far the worst and most unbalanced game, but so many people had fun. It was probably even, I'd say it's one of the most famous Call of Duties to date, because it hasn't, like Modern Warfare 3, I feel hasn't. Modern Warfare 2 has a name for itself. It's not really a good name. One-man army noob tubes and boosters and stuff like that, but it's got its place there. So I think Infinity Ward just needs to work on that. And Activision, I love you guys so much because you've done such a good job. And my personal vote, if it led down to a company owner or someone that kind of took over and started running the whole Call of Duty franchise, I'd probably vote for Activision, because I feel like they can just bring a more solid and fun game. Infinity Ward, you're a lot of fun. You bring some cool stuff, but you're not bringing anything new to the table. The M.O.A.B was new, that was cool, but you know, just new guns and everything, that just doesn't work every time. You need to start bringing better, just a lot different stuff to make the game feel totally different. You know, not just a Modern Warfare 2.5. You know, it felt like you just bought map packs to Modern Warfare 2. That's honestly how I seen it. But I really love how they're adding different stuff now that Black Ops 2 is coming out. I kind of feel like they're starting to, you know, make the game they should have made a long time ago, and they're starting to boost up Modern Warfare 3. But what they should have done is started doing, you know, new game modes and everything in the beginning, and not towards the. I think that's a mistake that they made with Modern Warfare 3. But I mean, look at it for 2 and everything. Those all have hackers in it, but look at Black Ops. I don't even think there's any hackers in Black Ops, and you know, Modern Warfare 3 is already out. You know, Modern Warfare 2 has hackers. You know, Black Ops, I feel like I haven't ran into a single hack, and I feel like they just did really well with the security. And I feel like I've been really putting down Infinity Ward, and they've done an extremely good job. And there's the second M.O.A.B right there at making games, and they just done it really exciting. But I think they kind of left us behind at Modern Warfare 2. I think that was kind of their last great crusade, and I think, honestly, leave it to Activision. They can make way better solid idea. I mean, take stuff from Infinity Ward, but I think you should give reins over to Activision. So, yeah. If you guys enjoyed the play in the background, please leave a like and a favorite. And if you want to become a Munchkin and help reach my goal of 100 subscribers by the end of the year, please help to that. And I'll see you guys later. Score was 60-94, I think. Yeah. Bye.